What's going on, my divinely guided chosen pathway people? I do have a channeled message. I'm going to go ahead and get into this message, okay? So that way I can ensure that I get all the information out within a timely manner, okay? All right, I'm channeling with the Most High. The Most High, I'm ready whenever you are. Okay, so I'm being told to look at the glasses that I have right here on my counter. So apparently this has something to do with somebody seeing something clearly. Okay? Okay. So this person, although they see something clearly, their vision is still somewhat distorted. Not because they're not being shown a clear picture, it's because they don't want to accept it. And there's something that they need to do to cleanse the energy so they can get a clearer picture of what they're seeing. So in other words, this person can see something, whatever it is they were trying to see, they saw it. However, they told themselves it was something that it wasn't in order to justify what they saw. Okay, the Most High said correct. Okay. So whoever this message is for, you often get readings. You have been getting in touch with many different people with spiritual gifts in order for you to get clarity on your particular situation. And you're wondering why they're not able to pick up on it. They keep telling you to go within, or they keep telling you, okay, so there was one reader that you went to, she just told you what you wanted to hear. Because, oh, so you were arguing with the reader. Okay. Okay. So maybe you're the kind of person that feels like people are supposed to be able to see everything, and they're supposed to be able to tell you everything specifically in detail in order for you to believe it. That's not how you view tarot. That is not how readings work. You've been told what this is, but you keep finding reasons to act like that's not what it is. Because let's just say that one of the readers may have mentioned the color blue, but instead of it being the tone of blue that you're seeing, maybe they're saying baby blue, or they're saying a different color, and you'll use that information to completely make it seem like everything they said wasn't correct. So you have a tendency to want to argue with readers, or you want to argue with prophets. You want to argue with what they're seeing. Like you see clearly, or the message is being shown to you clearly, but you're not allowing the message to come through in its organic way. You keep trying to switch it for some reason. It's like you're fighting against the answers you're asking for. Okay, so the reason why you're being told to go within is because you're not being receptive to what you're supposed to be receiving. You're not receptive to the message anyway, so you're being told to go within. Okay, so the Most High is saying you need to back off of always trying to get all of your information through readers. It's not that you can't listen to readers or seek them out. However, every time that you do that, you're not listening anyway. And it's like when something happens, instead of you taking accountability, you're blaming the reader for it. Because you're blaming the reader because when they're explaining the scenario or the situation to you, and they're trying to tell you, you deny the situation and you try to find ways to make it seem like they're wrong. And then when something happens, you figure out ways to make it seem like, oh, well, that wasn't true because they said this and it was really this. So they were the ones that were wrong. So now you're pointing your aggression towards the readers and towards the prophets. So you're blaming them. So the Most High is saying you need to cleanse your energy. You need to do some inner work. Oh. Okay, so the Most High is saying the next time you come for another one of his chosen, or the spiritual readers, he said hierophants, the spiritual hierophants, the spiritual leaders, the prophets, if you come for another one, because your plan is to go to another reader who you know is not spiritually gifted, to ask them to do a practitioner. You're trying to go to a practitioner to do spell work on the readers, because you're thinking that they're speaking this stuff into your life when really it's your actions that's causing all this stuff to happen, and you were already warned. So he said if you attempt to, so apparently you're saying prayers, Psalms, I'm saying Psalms, you're praying prayers against the readers after you go to them, and you're being denied. Like nothing is happening to them because you're the one that's in the wrong. The Most High is trying to get you to see this, that it's not them, it's you. You need to cleanse your energy. You're going to too many people, number one. Number two, you're in total denial with the messages. So a lot of this is on you because you're not heeding the warnings. But he said if you attempt to go to a practitioner to cause any more harm, or to cause any harm, he said, yeah, don't say more. He said to cause any harm to anybody who he's gifted with spiritual gifts, you're going to receive a backfire. So whoever you went to someone who told you that the readers or the spiritualists that you were going to, that they were the ones that were cursing you and they were causing this to happen to you, when really everything that was happening, it was you. These were all due to your own actions. They were just simply reading the energy. They were telling you what was happening to you and what was to come. The Most High said all of those prayers that you've been praying in Psalms against those readers, all of that is manifesting in your life because of what you're doing. And and he said, yes, you're going to distort the message I'm giving you now. You're going to act like this isn't you. Why am I seeing cake? I see something about some cake. Why am I seeing that? Because I just said something that said a storm is brewing. So all of the different ingredients that you're trying to put into this, whatever this get back is that you think you're going to send to these prophets, these psychics, these spiritual hierophants, these people with spiritual gifts, it's only going to be a backfire. I don't know why somebody would tell you to blame the very people that you're going to for help. But in many cases, like, you need to vet the people that you're going to, because they can't save you when you receive this backfire. It's a setup, but you're setting yourself up. This is not somebody else doing this to you. This is by your own doing. You're dibbling and dabbling in too many different things. So the Most High said, this is your warning. If you attempt to attack any of his people with spiritual gifts, you're going to get a backfire. And that's it. All right. He said safekeeping. Okay, that's it. All right. Bye.